My name's Adam Franklin and I am the co-author of the book Web Marketing That Works that I wrote with my friend and business partner Toby Jenkins. Welcome to the second part of my training on the web strategy planning template. In the last video I showed you how the web universe fits together from the 20,000 foot view. I showed you all the different building blocks and how they fit together to help achieve your commercial outcomes as well. Now when it comes to web marketing, it's really important to have clarity and focus on who it is that you're actually serving, who your ideal buyers and customers are. Because once you're clear on that, everything else falls into place because you can be consciously creating a pathway that especially helps that individual on that buying journey to do business with you. So we call it a buyer persona, and uncovering this is a section of my book. As a marketing consultant, you'll be helping your clients work out their buyer personas, and if you're a marketing manager or business owner, you should have a fairly good idea of the characteristics of your ideal buyer or your buyer persona. So on this side of the template, the idea is to firstly pick a buyer persona. So let's start with the most valuable or important buyer persona to your business. You would put that label up the top of the page. Now when it comes to buyer personas, I do like to encourage you to give them a name. For example, one of my buyer personas is Joe. And I've got a detailed description of Joe, who is a digital marketing consultant, and I have got that documented so I know exactly who Joe is, what he looks like, and what his goals and aspirations are. So I have that in mind and I can put that description in this template. So I put the description in that top part, the who part. Next part down is the what. This is really where you need to be very clear on the problems that you solve for this buyer. Why are they buying from you? How are you helping improve their life or their business? And specifically, you want to think about those 4 steps of the journey that I showed you in the first video. So that journey, eventually where you get people to purchase from you, but before that, when they inquire from you, connect with you and download something from you. So for example, for us, in the download section, we've got all of our free templates. Once people download those, then we connect with them via email and social media. When the time is right, however long that takes, people can inquire via email or calling us, and then they can purchase something from our website, or they can engage us for services or speaking or what have you. So that is an example of the steps in the journey that we've got at Blue Wire Media, and we are specifically helping solve the problem for Joe, which is he's a digital marketing consultant and he doesn't need to reinvent the wheel, but wants the framework and tools and processes to help maximize his digital marketing consultancy. So these are the tools that we release at Blue Wire Media. So that's the what. I know who this is for, and I know what journey I want to help them take. The next part down on the template is the why. Now this is how are you remarkable and what proof have you got? So again, you're looking at things that you do that maybe other people don't, that demonstrate that you are remarkable, and you've got social proof of that, whether it's guarantees or testimonial or press mentions. Any credibility indicators that help a prospect realize and appreciate that you are the right person to be doing business with. So this is the why. The next step of the journey is thinking about where. So where are these buyers? Where are these Joes in my situation? Now your situation will be different, and this activity is one that you do with your client or you do internally with your team. So you've got very clear focus and clarity on exactly who it is you're targeting and what process you're taking them on. So where are these people? This is where you consider, are they on Google? Are they reading blogs? If so, which blogs? Are they on Facebook? If so, which groups are they a part of? Which people do they follow? Are they on Twitter? Are they not? Are they on Periscope? Are they not? These are all considerations when you're trying to work out where your buyer personas hang out online. Now, a big part of this strategic process is who do they trust? For example, if they trust journalists, do they trust certain bloggers? Do they trust certain political figures? Do they trust their peers? Because this will help formulate where you do your marketing and where you participate online. It could be Facebook groups where they trust their friends. They could follow publications online that they trust. They could follow certain authors that they trust. Being clear on this can really help you understand where to focus your efforts. Which brings me to the how section. The how section, I say content is king, this is the strategy, but marketing is queen, and the queen normally rules the roost. So the marketing is actually the tactics. So let me break that down for you. Firstly, the content. What will you publish? Okay, so we are thinking, what are we going to publish that helps our buyer solve their problems and helps the buyer achieve their goals? So ideally, we're going to be publishing content on our blog and as videos and as podcasts. The choice is yours, but write that in this section because we need to be very clear on what type of content. Is it going to be very actionable how-to stuff? Is it going to be more inspiring type of content? But think about what type of content you're going to publish to help these people. And also important to consider is what keywords will you focus on? So you need to be creating content where you know there's a demand. So if you know that there's certain topics or questions that people have, it's so much more effective to actually create content that addresses those things. And doing some keyword research and understanding what you're focusing on there is going to help give your marketing a lot more traction. And then the tactics part. Where are you going to post? Where are you going to share this information? So I definitely recommend having a blog or a place like your own website where you house this information, and then that's your home base. Then you can share and distribute that information through Twitter or Facebook or email marketing, but the idea is to have it housed on your home base. So that is the how section of the strategy. The next part is to put an action plan together. So the when. When are you going to get around to this? And which specific parts are you going to do this week, this month, and this year? And it's very important to do this part because this is where the strategy becomes action. This is where you start to implement, and this is where the real magic happens when you start putting it together. Now the final part is over on the bottom right there, the scorecard. So this is where you think about what goals you want to achieve, what success looks like, and where you not only set the goal, but you measure your performance against it. So some of the easiest metrics to track, or the most effective metrics to track, are the number of purchases, so whether that's an absolute number or whether it's the revenue or sales that you've made, the number of inquiries that you've received, the number of connections, so maybe the number of followers on Twitter, the number of email subscribers, the size of your traffic. So the size of your email subscriber list, an active email subscriber list, is the one that I focus on, and I encourage you to do the same. And of course, the number of downloads that you get of your flagship content is very important as well, because the people that download something, they then join your email list. So that is the strategic side, the buyer persona side of the web strategy planning template. So this is where you really narrow it down for your own business or for your client's business. And it's literally on one page. You print this out, it's a single piece of paper, it's a double-sided PDF. So you can fill it out, you can handwrite it in, you can type it in, it's up to you, but then literally the company or your client has their web strategy on one sheet of paper, and it provides that clarity for everything else that you do on the web. So I encourage you to take this template, make it your own, use it in your own business, use it with your clients, put your own logo on it as well. If you like, you can co-brand it with us. As I said, it's released under Creative Commons, which means you can edit it, build upon it, and even use it commercially. So if that appeals, I encourage you to do so and really make the most of it. My name's Adam Franklin, and thanks for watching the second part of my training.